I would like to be. Got it.
I just made this one in Canva.
Oh yeah, I'm still my husband is an IT manager, and I can't even remember my Apple ID. Like he's like, "What's your ID?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Okay, we have to fix this." Like he has passwords for 100 different things. I have no idea. I can't. I feel so bad for him. I'm constantly irritated about whatever I'm trying to build or for my business or whatever I'm doing, and he's like, "Can I help you?" And it's like, I feel like an idiot. But
Oh no. Canva's pretty awesome. It's got tutorials and everything.
yeah, Canva, right? Canva.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
Yeah. I'm doing. I do wine entrepreneur type stuff, and they just sent me. My upline sent me a mentor or a link to the Canva. I'm like, okay. I sort of started playing with that. I'm on the computer all day long at work, so coming home and then getting on the computer again, I'm trying to acclimate to that because I sit at my desk all day long on a computer. So yeah, for my actual job that I do. So yeah, I like that background. That's cool. I have to figure that out.
Awesome. I love it. We got more people popping in. Trying my best not to miss anyone. We got 1 minute to go till we do our on-time drawing.
You look fabulous.
Aw, thanks.
You do. You look fabulous. Look how cute you are.
I told him a minute ago I almost didn't put my face on. I was like, I'll just show up and say, hey,
Hey, whatever.
Whatever. Who's ready to have fun with Crazy Crystal? Yeah.
Your sidekick.
She is actually hanging out with Grams right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep, she is hanging out in the other room. Okay, I think. Oh, Angela told us you snuck in on me. It'd be great if they didn't like rearrange it into alphabetical order every single time a new person came on. They like put the most recent at the top. That'd be easier. Okay, I think I have gotten everyone so far, and I said 6:01, so here we are.
Yay.
Put all of our peeps in here. Okay, so here is our first drawing. It's our on-time drawing. And since Cindy is on here, Cindy gets to help me because she's amazing and helps me out so I keep all my things together. Okay, so our first winner is...
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. We have Angela Tullis. You are our first winner.
Nice.
Yes. All right, so we have got our first winner down, and I am super, super excited to have you guys joining us tonight. So just to explain, if I'm looking both ways, it's because here I am going to show you things. I'm talking, showing that way, but I can see all of you on that screen. So if you start talking to me, I may look over here so I can see who's actually talking to me in the moment. But tonight is all about charcuterie cook-along. So maybe you're making a board with us, or maybe you are just here to learn some new things, which is always exciting. But I do want to make sure that everyone has their bingo numbers, okay?
Okay, I didn't do bingo numbers. What do I need to do? I didn't submit anything.
2 sets of 5 right now on a sheet of paper.
Okay.
2 sets of 5, 1 to 40. Random.
Let me get my piece of paper. Okay.
Whatever you want to do, but keep that, and we're going to use the exact same numbers for at least 2 games, possibly a third. We'll see how much time we have, because I also don't want to keep you here all night long. Although, you know, I could drink wine and eat while we talk, you know, but you might occasionally get hungry. I don't know. So anyways, this is what it kind of looks like. So since we're going to reuse it for a second game, possibly a third, don't completely mark them out so you forget what it is. Maybe use pennies or jelly beans, M&Ms, and then you can eat them.
Yes. 2 sets of 5. Yes.
2 sets of 5, 1 through 40. And we will reuse these numbers, and each time we're going to play with all numbers. So it's kind of like an express round. We'll get there faster. So those are our bingo numbers, or how bingo is going to work. And I am just going to randomly, as we go, call out some numbers. And then once you have a bingo, you can unmute yourself and say bingo, or you can type it in the chat. That way Cindy or Elissa will see it. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get moving and grooving, like I said, charcuterie cook along tonight. And just to welcome you here and introduce myself so we're not complete and total strangers, because I know some of you are from other consultants in our organization. My name's Crystal Jackson, and I'm a National Executive Director with Pampered Chef, and I love what I do. I love being able to bring people around the dinner table, have more fun while you're doing it, and get in and out of the kitchen as fast as possible. Because I may be a Pampered Chef consultant, but it doesn't mean I want to live in here all night long. So with that being said, that is my joy, my passion. Been doing it for 10 years. A smidge about me: I am married. My husband Taylor is a firefighter paramedic. We have one daughter, also known as the Doodlebug, and she is just as sassy as a good old 13-year-old. So I can't wait till she is older. And I got started on a whim. After I went to a party, I wanted all the things, and my pocketbook said, find another way. So I decided to sign up for 30 days, and I said, I will be here 30 days. I don't care about anything else, so don't tell me anything else. 30 days and I'm done. And yeah, here we are 10 years later. And
That's awesome.
I am a little bit of a hot mess express, but that's okay, because I think that's what most of us are, whether we want to admit it or not. So we are going to go ahead and dive right in to charcuterie boards. So who, by a raise of hands, this is where I get to look over here to see raise of hands, who knows what a charcuterie board is? Who's made one? Who can't pronounce it? So this is the funny way.
Charcuterie board, a charcuterie board.
Yes, because you look at the name and I'm like, how do you pronounce that? So I'm like, charcuterie. So like
charcuterie board. Okay.
Yeah, so kind of like cooties in the middle of it, charcuterie board. So this is how I am silly and I remember how to pronounce it. And when other people are like, what the heck is a charcuterie board? I'm like, it's a meat and cheese tray. It's just fancy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's all it is.
Yep.
So with that being said, that's a little bit about, you know, we get to the fanciness of charcuterie boards, and I've never thought of this before, but of course Pampered Chef thinks of everything. First bingo number 5. Pampered Chef thinks of everything, and so they took charcuterie boards and turned them into, yes, Lunchables for adults. Yes, I love it, Rhonda. Absolutely, absolutely. They turned them into jars, charcuterie. So
cute.
Yeah, so this is a great way. I went ahead and prepped a couple beforehand, so I wasn't keeping you guys on here forever. So I'll just kind of tell you the process, and it's basically 7 steps behind a bowl like this. So obviously you're going to choose your bowl. You don't want it being too big, but you also don't want it to be too small and you can't put stuff in it. So you start in the bottom with step 1, about 2/3 of the ways with nuts, grapes, dried fruit, cheese, just to have a good base to get started. And then from there, I add some crackers. Now in their picture, they have like some tall pretzels, some larger cracker chips, breadsticks, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then add in some of your harder cheeses. So I've got some harder cheeses. This is actually a Merlot Bellavitano. It's super fancy. There you go.
Yes.
Merlot Bellavitano. And then after that, you want to fill in the gaps with nuts, cheese, fruit, and then you add a little skewer with all kinds of fun stuff. So I've got tomato, cheese, salami, the sweet pickles, because those are a must on every board of mine. More salami, pepperoni, and some good old pepper jack. So this is so great for, you know, like kids. You don't want their hands all over the board maybe, or if you're, you know, still just trying to be health conscious, and again, you don't want people's hands all over the boards, that is a great way that everybody can have their own. And I was even thinking those just little plastic cups that you can get that are disposable.
Yeah, sure.
That's perfect to have a charcuterie. So 7 steps to a great one.
Charcuterie. I love it. Charcuterie.
Yes, charcuterie. Next number, 27. 27. So step 7 in the 7 steps to an awesome charcuterie and charcuterie is, of course, your favorite beverage. So does anybody have a beverage tonight?
Yes.
Awesome. I see beverages. I love it. Wendy's joining us from the pool with a beverage.
I was about to say, is that Wendy? You're in the pool, sister. Good for you. That's
in
awesome.
the pool. So
I'm in
of course,
charcuterie and my wine.
Yes.
My non-breakable glass.
Perfect. I love wine lovers.
I love it. I love it. So of course, Pampered Chef has all the things. And so what goes better than wine with a charcuterie?
Yes.
So we've got either the electric or we've got the manual.
Nope, have the electric. The electric you must have. The
Yes.
electric. I have the electric. Pampered Chef. That was a must buy. Yes, that thing is phenomenal. It has its own little top picker offer. Yes, please. If you ladies don't have that and you're a wine drinker, please get that. Yeah.
And y'all can just all,
Yeah.
you can all just tell Shannon it's time to join the team. Okay. All right, number 24. 24 is next.
Come on.
And while you're at it, number 12. All right, so we already took the top off with our little opener. So we are going to open our wine. And like she said, it is super, super, super easy.
It's very easy.
Ta-da! Bottle is open.
Yay!
So to get it back out, there's two different buttons. So we just push the opposite button and it's gonna push it right back down for us. And out comes our lovely cork. Easy,
yeah.
easy peasy.
Must have.
Yes, and then we will just put our, since it's frowned upon to drink directly from the bottle, they frown upon that, we will put a little aerator inside
Who does
of it.
that? Who frowns upon that?
Right? And it aerates your wine for you versus, you know, having to sit out to get those good old bubbles in there. And these are awesome little tumblers that are great for, like Wendy, out by the pool. Dang, no one told me you can't drink from the bottle. Well, you know, I said it's frowned upon. I didn't say you shouldn't do it. I mean,
Go girl.
since
It's
when
your
do
party.
I listen to
It's
people?
your party.
Yes. All right. 13 is up next.
Ooh, 13. Nope.
All right. So when it comes to building your boards, because we are going to jump into actually building our boards, you know, everybody kind of has a different preference on what you build it on, what you use, what you have. So we have this gorgeous Pampered Chef, because of course I'm going to use Pampered Chef products. We have a gorgeous cutting board that doubles as an awesome charcuterie board. We also have the Lazy Susan, which you can tell it's locked right now, but you can unlock it and ta-da, happy day. It
Is that
spins
Pampered
for,
Chef?
yes.
Oh, yes. That's needed. Okay. All right. Nice.
Yep. So it's so beautiful, and I love that you can do both. I call that the snack and spin. Oh my gosh, Jenny, I love that, and I'm stealing it.
Snack
I am
and
so stealing
spin.
that.
That's cute.
The snack and spin. All right, 23. Okay, so when it comes to those, you either pick a board or maybe you're going to be on the go. And for those that don't know me, I have an addiction to the Cool and Serve collection. And so this is actually not all of it. I have 2 of every one, and that's how much I love them and use them. So you have like a small little snack board. You've got the big one that you can take out and go places. And I actually forgot to get the white trays out, but the cool part of the Cooling Serve is where white trays sit in this bottom part underneath here, and it keeps your food cold for 4 to 6 hours. So
Nice.
no matter what you have in it, it's an amazing opportunity, but you can take your charcuterie on the road with you and be able to not have to worry about, is it going to go bad? Oh my gosh, we've been at the pool for 2 hours. I got to take my food inside. You don't have to worry about any of that. And this is our brand new one. And it's the rectangular one. So it's completely open, and it's got this little guy that comes out. So you can do dips.
Plastic?
Yep.
Plastic? It's all plastic. Oh, okay. So do you need to put ice on the bottom of it, or is it just how does it
Here,
stay
I'll-
cool for 4 to 6 hours?
They are actually trays.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
It's
they sit
frozen
in the
trays.
bottom,
Nice. Okay.
and then you load up your food in whatever tray
Yeah.
sits on top,
I love
and
it.
then your lid.
Ah, okay.
Yes, yes. I think somebody asked if they could still join. Of course, please. Anybody can still join at this point if that was your question. All right, next up is 40. 40, 40. I have got a notification on my phone, so sorry. There we go. It was driving me insane. All right. And it showed back up. I kid you not. I got rid of it, and it showed right back up. That little punk. I hate technology. Okay. So with that being said, when it comes to your actual board, you want to start with your bigger things. So you can see on here, I've already put our cheeses on here, kind of place some of the bigger things, because things like your nuts and little craisins, stuff like that, those are fillers along the way. So you kind of start with your bigger items and work out from there. So I've got some of my bigger items, and this is a great opportunity to try new cheeses. Like I literally went to Kroger and I just was kind of searching around, and of course I was there long enough looking that one of the gentlemen that worked there was like, "Can I help you?" And so,
and if I don't, let me intervene. There is, if you are looking for those, some, the gourmet cheeses is what we're going to call, other than like sharp cheddar or whatever. There, if you're going to Kroger or Albertsons, Market Street, they always have like a basket that are just pieces of those cheeses because they had a leftover. And they're like $2 or $3, and normally, and that is a great, if you're going to make type of board, charcuterie board, that is really fun because you can find those very expensive cheeses just like maybe chunks for like $2 or $3, and you can get a variety. So I have really enjoyed, I always go to that basket area where they put those little pieces and chunks of cheese in there. And anyway, that just kind of is a filler as well, as opposed to a big chunk. Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, number 11 is up next. And while you're looking, number 2. Okay, so we've got some of our bigger things. You can start placing some of your crackers around there. And really and truly, that's all it is you're kind of playing. And so if who's OCD? Who wants to own it right now? I'm OCD. Yes, there's Carla. Hi, friend. Yep, she's owning it. Okay, so for us OCD personalities, you just got to calm down. See, like all my tomatoes are falling. And I'm like, oh, I need you to stop falling. Like, stop it right now. So what am I going to do? I'm like, okay, great. This is a perfect opportunity to add in some pepperoni, because the pepperoni is going to stop all of the tomatoes from going all over the place. So you just kind of start adding things in and building around it. And so when you see these gorgeous charcuterie boards, you're like, how on earth did they do that? You literally are just doing a few things here and there to make it super, super amazing. All right, 36 and 18. So we're going to add those things in there. I always like to get some dips. And so one that I got this time is just some hummus. So I got it. And I just found if you're local to me, I just found a place in Wiley. It's Gourmet Popcorn right here in Wiley.
Fun.
I was like, who would have known it was in my backyard? Because it's like in an industrial area. So I didn't know, but they're also online and they're really, really yummy. So anyway, side note, but things like popcorn are a great addition. 19. All right, is anybody getting close? Getting close to a bingo? Not yet? Okay. Oh, I heard something.
No, I said no.
No. Oh, hey, Pat Potmeyer. I didn't see you pop in. Hello. I grew up with Pat going to church together. All right, 6. Next up is 6. Okay, so this kind of popcorn, this is actually salsa and cheddar popcorn.
Yum.
So yeah, it was super fun. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. Now I'll tell you, Ashlyn was like, I don't like it. I said, it's okay. I like it, and that's all that matters. So go with your regular popcorn and you'll be fine. All right, so let's do another one. We've got 37 and also 10. So another fancy way is kind of like taking your salami, and all I did was fold it in half and then bunch it up. And then you kind of just put them next to each other, and they have this fancy look to them all of a sudden. Because I saw that on someone's board the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cute. How did they do that? Yeah. So behind all of this is, it's not a lot of difficulty. You just got to know this one little step that someone did and all of a sudden you look like fancy pants, and it's amazing.
Pinterest.
Yes, right? Like we can learn so many
We
things.
can, totally.
All right, next up we've got 17 and also 34. So no matter if you want to like roll up your meats, if you want to just lay a few in certain places, I can never get it on one board, ever, because I like too many things. I think I was born to live on a buffet, personally. I really and truly believe that that's where I was intended to live, because when we go out to eat, my first question is, Taylor, are we splitting tonight, or are you all on your own? Like, do I get to try what you're eating tonight? Because I really do. I feel like I get left out if I don't get to try what the other person is having.
You get this and I'll get this, and then we can share. Is that correct? That's how it happens.
Exactly.
When you're married. Absolutely.
All right, next up is 20.
Hey,
And we also have 7.
Crystal,
Yes.
you have to play your sets of numbers, each set, or all of the numbers that you've picked are in the game.
You're playing both sets of numbers all at one time.
Okay, well then I have a bingo.
Awesome!
I have
Alright.
24, 12, 40, and 10.
Awesome. Rock on, Pat. Okay, so just as a friendly reminder, guys, we're going to use all of these same numbers again, and we're going to play a second round, okay?
Great.
So don't
Okay.
throw your paper away. Okay, so I'm going to kind of mix some of them up here. I have to make new cards later for my next bingo because it's going to have like salami all over my cards.
So are we clearing our boards?
You're clearing the board, but keeping the same numbers and still playing all of them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you for asking for clarification, Patty. Okay, so we've got some of this going, and we'll go ahead and kick off our next game with 2 numbers. We've got 26 and 3. What's wrong with a little food on them? Who said that? Wendy, I like you already. Yep, absolutely. It'll like dry, right? Who cares? Big whoop. Okay, so I also used earlier our crinkle cutter. This thing's so cool. It instantly makes you look fancy, and all you're doing is cutting food just like you would with a knife, but instead of just a regular slice, you got all these little wedge designs in it.
Nice.
So it's just something fun to make everything that you're doing just a little fancier. So maybe, you know, for some of my pepper jack cheese, I'll put it in little, whatchamacallit, cubes. And then this sounds amazing. I think I'll leave them in longer sticks. To me, they look like French fries. So maybe it's because I have French fries on my brain and I want some, but that's what they look like to me. All right. So I did want to make sure everyone knew, like, the ways to be involved tonight are obviously playing bingo, hanging out with us right now. But later on, make sure that you check with the consultant or host that invited you, because we all have our own individual party links. And I want to make sure that whoever invited you gets credit for your order on anything that you might want to order. And so reach out to them, and I'm sure they'll be reaching out to you as well, just to make sure that you get that correct link. If you're having fun and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do one of these with my friends and I want to do bingo, then definitely let us know as well. We would love to book a party with you, whether it's like this or we do virtual parties that are a week long, a lot more flexible with schedules. And most of us still do some live videos in that as well. So there's that. And then if you're just having so much fun and you're like, this girl gets paid to be a psycho, then come join our team, because we love to have a good time. I really do. I love being goofy. All my wonderful team members who are on can testify to that. Most days I'm pretty crazy. But I like it because we can all be ourselves, whether you are a quiet individual who cares from the bottom of their heart, or you're a loud individual who cares from the bottom of their heart. You can totally rock out a business, make some extra money on the side. And if this is not your forte, that's okay. We have plenty of opportunities that don't involve getting in front of a video. Our team, yes, is so much fun. Okay, this is loud, sorry.
Hey, Crystal.
Sorry, I didn't want to look up while I was cutting because you're a nurse, but you're not here to help me.
Someone asked if we have a free space.
A free space.
My guess.
No,
Mary.
because it's not a typical bingo.
Okay.
It's just five. It's just five numbers on both of your rows. So now that I can put that away, we are grabbing 2 more numbers, and we have got 4 and 35. All right. So if you want to put some chocolates, like little yogurt pretzels are fun. You can put whatever the heck you want. I literally will roam around the produce area in the specialty part, see what comes to mind. I look on Pinterest. I kind of go for that. You really can put whatever is your fancy. So does anybody put something on their boards that I haven't mentioned yet? Because I really do like trying new things. And I got 2 more for you, 14 and 39. All right, so let's see what kind of room we got left. We got a bell pepper and an apple. So tell me right now who has the apple wedger.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a must.
I have
That
it.
is a must. Yes.
I love it. I hear the shout outs. So the apple
Yep.
wedger is the bomb. Now I will tell you with any of our wedgers, whether it's the apple wedger or the pineapple wedger, you want to be able to get leverage over the
Pineapple
top of
wedger.
it.
I need that.
The pineapple
you
wedger
want-
is amazing.
I need the pineapple wedger. Big time.
I was looking
Love
at the camera and I didn't do it right.
It's my favorite this summer.
Which one? The
Pineapple
apple?
wedger?
Sure,
Oh,
yes.
the pineapple. This is what happens when you're looking at the camera and you don't look at what you're doing. And this is also a perfect example of pampered, not perfect.
Pampered up.
And that they'll let anybody do this. I kid you not. Okay. There's see. See if I can line them up again.
There we go. There we go.
But it was lined up wrong, so I'm not sure it'll work. There we go.
There you go.
Smash it. There you go.
Perfect.
Yes.
So you can see it kind of gets stuck. Do not turn it over and push.
Oh, come on now.
Your friendly care now will love your business, but do not do it. So I like to grab from the top and just kind of twist. And this serves 2 purposes. One, if you're going to work, put a rubber band around it, put it in a baggie, and it won't turn brown as fast. So it's ready to go. If you like peanut butter, take the core out, fill it with peanut butter, and then you have a fun little treat at work or for the kiddos. Or it's just safer and you keep all your fingers right where God put them. So we have our apples. It's all cored, ready to go. So I won't use all of them, but you can, again, you just kind of place them in fun little places. I try not to let my OCD get the best of me too much, or we could be here all night. So I'm going to give you 2 more numbers. We've got 20 and 7. And a third, 15. So we're going to add some of these in real fast. And the cool thing about boards like this is it really does give kids an opportunity to have choices, and it kind of empowers them to try something new because they get to pick and choose what it is that they're getting, not just, mom put it on my plate and I should eat it type thing. Ashlyn is so excited. She actually can't wait till I'm done because she loves charcuterie boards. So she's like, when are you going to be done? I am so stinking hungry. Okay, so I want to show you guys how to make these roses because they are just so fun, and you are going to be blown away by how easy they are when I show you this. Because I was actually like, oh my gosh, how on earth did this gal make these super cool looking roses? I'm never going to be able to do what she did. All right, so basically what we do, she used our measure-all, which you don't have the measure-all. It's the coolest thing since sliced bread because you can push down to use it for like mayo, honey, all those annoying things.
Sushi towers.
Ooh, I haven't done that.
I use mine for the sushi tower when I make my tuna tower. Yeah, I use that. You fill all that, and then you can push it right out, and it makes a nice big tower.
I'm gonna need a picture of that next time.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody can teach me how to make sushi. That's Taylor's job, and he's been too busy, so I have not gotten any homemade
sushi
sushi.
tower, but that is perfect.
Okay, 17 and 34. So we don't need all of it. So we're just gonna take this little middle part out. Now, I did pepperoni earlier, so what I was looking for was the tablespoon one of these, but it went MIA. So I don't know where it went. So I found something else, which is our lovely, this is our garlic slicer. So I just took the inside pieces out and used it instead. So this is how it works, is we're gonna get our salami, and basically you're just gonna put it right inside and wrap it over. So you wanna fold it over real good. And I'm basically just putting it about halfway over one piece to go to the next one. All right, here comes. Who told me it's not a big deal that my cards are gonna have salami on them? I hope that was y'all, because y'all told me it was okay. All right, 10 and 37. So you just keep going around and it'll start overlapping each one. And I was actually going to show you guys how to do this with strawberries as well, but
Cool.
they were either eaten by my hubs this morning, or I guess maybe he thought they were bad and he threw them away. I don't know, but they were not in the fridge when I went to look for them. So alas, I will explain how to do it, but I don't actually have one to show you. So someone was asking when I was discussing this with a friend earlier, you know, well, how much do you use? How do you know when you've used enough to be able to have a good rose? And so the good food for thought basically is there's this hole in the middle, see? And you can currently see through that hole. So when it kind of fills up, you've basically done it so it's tight enough and won't completely fall apart. So I wasn't sure if I would need to steal, and I do. I need to steal a little bit off my board, but that's okay, because remember, we're pampered, not perfect. So you can tell I use that often. It rolls off my tongue really well, because I think too often we think we're supposed to be perfect. We're not. We're not. This is actually the first time I've ever done this, and guess what? I was really nervous before we started, and a friend of mine was like, what? Nervous? Have I not taught you anything? Your body does not know the difference between nervous and excited. So you tell yourself you're excited. So all of you that think I don't get nervous, I was nervous, and there's notes everywhere. Okay, so we have 6 and 19 up next. All right, so let's see, what bowl do I want to use? Let me grab a new one, because I used the other ones. So basically, this is what it looks like, a whole lot of nothing. It's like, oh, okay, great. That's a big pile of salami. But when you flip it over, you pull this out. And voila.
Look at that. Beautiful.
It's so
Yeah.
pretty.
Isn't that great? So stinking easy. Oh my gosh. So stinking easy. And if someone so she told me this earlier, when you start pulling from it, let's see, what did she say? From the outside in? Is that what it was? I think it was from the outside in. Let's see if I completely pull it apart. Was it from the inside out? Ah, that was it. So you start more towards the inside and pull out, and it just pulls out the fold.
Okay.
So it just pulls out a little bit. So anyways, and then she said you can put it inside of a bowl like that, or it can go great on like the edge of a cutting on the edge of your board, so that it doesn't topple off, but it needs some things to kind of keep it all together. Otherwise it will kind of fall apart. So at this point, no, it just blew me away, and I felt all kinds of fancy. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And it was like way easier than I thought it would be. Look how fun that was.
Crystal, can you use any kind of lunch meat? Or does it need to be salami or like that to do the rose?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to use any kind of round meat. Would work perfect. Like the turkey that I have on here, it was round in the package. It probably would have worked perfect. And I did this with pepperoni.
Oh, cool.
And it's just smaller.
What about cheese?
It might be, I would think maybe like a good
Provolone.
flexible.
Right.
Provolone.
Or maybe a cheese that's been set out maybe for a minute, set out. So when you slice it, you slice it thin maybe, so it would fold over, or not. If not, it would break. But if it's been sitting out in room temperature cheese, that's like not, it'd probably be pretty. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So like Swiss or provolone, something
Right.
like that that's softer to begin with. I love, like, I have slices in my fridge right now. So I think that there's no
Munster,
reason
but
why.
Munster's usually square. Munster would look pretty with that edging,
Yeah.
but it's square, not round.
Yeah, but then you
Right.
just have points. Like you'd have points, almost like a succulent. It's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like a
Yes.
succulent as opposed to a rose, right?
You could even try like the meat and the cheese. That might be interesting.
Well, that'd be fun.
Okay, so when you guys try this, you have to send me pictures because I want to see what they look like. Definitely want to see what they look like. Okay, so we need more numbers. We have 8 and 18. We're going to double up. 25 and 36. All right. I might as well put the rest of this pepperoni on here because my child eats pepperoni like so much, handfuls at a time. Okay. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, our bell pepper. So this is the final thing. We eat a lot of veggies around here, and the good old scoop loop. Who has it? Who has the scoop loop? Yes, Cindy, she loves it. Yeah, LaShondra, love the scoop loop. So the cool thing about it is we want to get all of those seeds and ribs out. So we can actually just use this to get it out, and then use it also because it has little teeth on it to drag the ribs out. So instead of trying to use a knife and possibly harming ourselves, you know, you're probably noticing a theme here, and it's because I have harmed myself at an in-home party with a knife. So I'm very cautious, but it gets everything out completely smooth. You don't have to worry about it. Excuse me. And then from there, you know, you can do the same. Like, I want to be fancy. Everything's going to be done with my crinkle cutter because I want to be super fancy.
You use your avocado huller? Sorry, I had to run to the restroom. Was that an avocado huller that you took all that out with?
No, it's called the scoop loop.
Okay, so I got that as a party gift at one of your parties. I used that to haul out my avocado, but what did you used it to haul out the middle of your, oh, I swear
it's
I thought that was
really-
to haul out my avocado.
It's really great also for like spaghetti squash and also
Yeah,
cantaloupe,
okay.
anything with those seeds to pull out. So
Oh,
really and truly,
nice.
when you get to the end of your charcuterie board, you're just filling in a bunch of spaces. So it's obviously not like they started with bell peppers sticking up in the middle of the board. You fill the board and then just kind of fill in the holes. Next up to an 11. And then we will do this side. Let's see, where can I stick some more things?
I got a bingo.
Yay! Shannon's our second bingo winner. And I'm going to tell y'all here in a second, I have the prizes sitting over to the side. So I'll tell y'all what you won and what will be coming your way. So we'll just kind of stick some things over here. I've got some blueberries. It's also, I also feel like it's a clean out the fridge type thing. Like, what else you got? All right, what else you got? Throw that on there. That sounds amazing.
Who's eating all this? Do you have a party going on after all this?
It's just me and my family. I know. Taylor saw all of it in the fridge. He goes, oh, I thought you were buying all of that for next week when people were coming over for conference. I was like,
No, this is
no,
new.
no.
Y'all get
So if
to
anybody
eat all
lives in
this
Hawaii
wine.
and you want to drop by and have some wine with me while I eat these ginormous boards, sure,
Right.
come on by. LaShondra's going to be like there. I'll be there in 5 minutes because she legit lives 5 minutes down the street from me. She's like, I'll see you in 5. All right, so we're just going to kind of throw these things in there. Fun little accents, whatever it is that floats your little boat all over the place. And then the cool thing is we've got this charcuterie set. Like if you wanted to get this whole cool Lazy Susan, you can get it as a full set that also comes with these fun tags. So I can tag all of my
Stop.
cheeses.
Oh, it's cute.
Now I got to remember what's what because these are all new. Okay, so I got garlic and herb. And then I got the smoky pepper Fontina, Merlot Bellavitano, my wine lovers out there. This was
Yeah.
pretty tasty. And then we've got our Gouda. So I have some things that I almost always buy and it comes with a lot of tags. So my other tags are like my standard things. And then I did these to add a little bit more. But then we've got our fun little tools that we need that are pretty. And those all come in this cool little bag to
Does
store
it
them
come with
away.
that board, that Lazy Susan board, or
Yep, you can get the entire set.
that Lazy Susan board comes with those little utensils as well? Oh, that's lovely.
Entire fun set. So I love it because you can just have all kinds of fun. This is your way to be creative. Don't worry
Yes.
about being perfect, anything like that. And for those that I know y'all shared, like, I already do boards. I wanted to share maybe a few new ideas that y'all could try. So it might be a breakfast board where you put waffles or pancakes with bacon, and sometimes people have done boiled eggs. You can also add in fruit, of course, pastries. That's a beautiful spread. I did it once where like the pancakes kind of made an S, and then you just roll around it. So it was so stinking fun. I did it for Taylor's birthday. You could do a movie night where you have popcorn and candy, chocolates, all the fun things that we have for movie night, of course. A s'mores board where you've got your chocolates, your marshmallows, your graham crackers, all the different things. And then of course, a great board for just meat and cheeses and all that stuff. It doesn't always have to be this fancy. I just wanted to show you guys all kinds of options, and that it really, like, the sky is the limit on what you create. So I hope you guys had a great time tonight. And so I want to just kind of explain again how the closeout works if you want to place an order and stuff. I love giving things away. I really do. I love giving things away. So I have a bonus thing for you guys between tonight, as soon as we get off, and tomorrow night at midnight. And it's 2 separate drawings. So there will be 2 different posts on the event page. So that's where you will go to look for these. But the first one is when you place your order with your consultant or host, whoever invited you, before tomorrow night at midnight, you get another entry into a second drawing. Then when you decide, okay, I had so much fun, I really want to do one of these myself, whether it's Zoom or virtual party, that gets you 3 entries into that drawing. And when you decide, you know what, I would love to make a little extra money on the side as well, have a flexible schedule and be able to basically prepare a meal and then turn around and feed it to my family and make money at the same time, then you would get 5 entries into that drawing. So the first drawing, there's 3 ways to get in: order, book your own party, or join the team. And then the second drawing is I'm going to put out a survey because I'd really just like your input. I enjoyed it, or I enjoyed this part, but it would be awesome if you did this next time. I really do appreciate feedback because I want it to be fun and eventful for everyone that joins in. So again, thank you for joining, and I want to tell what our prizes are. So Cindy, help me out if I'm wrong. Angela Tullis was our on-time winner. So I have got some chip clips for you and a super yummy dessert. It's called Peaches and Cream Dessert Nachos. Oh my gosh, so stinking good. And then, let's see, Pat Kottmeyer was our second winner. And I have for you the same Peaches and Cream Dessert Nachos and a fun little mini serving spatula. It's the teal color.
Cute.
And then for Miss Shannon, you are a third winner, right?
Yes.
Yes. You get the small mix and scraper. Next, my absolute favorite one. I don't know why it's called small because I feel like it's kind of large.
I love it. Thank you.
But those are our prizes. And I am going to go ahead and do, I told you, I like to give things away. I really do. Lord has blessed me in my business, and I love to have fun and share with other people. So here is our final drawing. Everyone, just thanks for being on and having fun. And it is Patty Woodard. So Patty, are you still on? Yay!
Good.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So you are our final winner, and yours is a, I got fun bags, but I can't always see through the bag. It is, easy no stir risotto. You cook it in the microwave in the rock crock. It is so stinking good. You literally don't stir it, until it's done, and a kitchen paring knife.
Oh,
So-
beautiful.
Awesome. So if you can, obviously, I know a few of you guys personally, if you can message me your mailing address, I can pop these in the mail. And then Patty, if you can either find me and message me directly, or you can just let your consultant know what your address is and they will get it over to me. So awesome. I did want to open it up. Did anyone have any questions or comments tonight before we depart?
We just order straight off your website. What you
I
want,
will send you a specific link.
I really want to look at that cold stuff. Yeah, that looks fun. I gotta have that. Yeah, probably the crinkle cut thing, since I love my charcuterie board. So yeah. Anyway,
Awesome. Yes.
couple things I didn't have that you have right now that I probably need to have, and that spinning thing, the Lazy Susan. Yeah, with all
I'm
the
just gonna have to send Shannon a recap of all the things you need to buy.
Yeah, exactly. I need to have all that. Okay.
I'll tell you one
Yeah.
thing we didn't really talk about, and that's those beautiful knives you have laying there on the board. I can't do anything without that knife.
Oh wow.
I have the bigger one. They don't have anymore. I mean, I do every little thing with it. It's like I don't get out a paring knife. I use that knife. And if I have
Wow.
time with the apple thing, if my apples are really, really hard, that's my knife to go to.
Absolutely. And Pat, thank you. Like it's in my hand most of the time. So sometimes I forget, but yes, this is the 5-inch Santoku. It's forged cutlery, and it's full tang, which means that the blade runs from one end to the other. So it's one complete piece. It's not two pieces put together. And it is made out of German steel, which is the highest quality steel you can find. And a tip for you when you're using your knives, this is a side note, bonus, extra for you. Most people hold their knife like this. Who's in control? Not you. So you actually want to hold your knife, grip it with your thumb and finger on either side. And you are now the one in control, and you'd be amazed what you can teach yourself with rock and chop. People always want to do like fancy things. You can do that when you hold it correctly and you learn over time how to rock and chop and go back and forth. But yes, it's extremely sharp. You can get the entire knife block set or individual. This is the 5-inch Santoku. It is a favorite. And my next favorite is the 8-inch chef's knife. So thank you for the reminder.
What's the warranty on that? If they go dull, do they replace them, or they just come sharpen them, or?
So it's lifetime guarantee. They do recommend that, once a year, every 2 years, you have them professionally sharpened, just because any knife, I don't care what it is, over time will dull. But then you can also use our honing tool that comes with the entire set.
Nice.
And so Taylor will hone them himself here at the house.
Mhm.
And we've actually never had them professionally sharpened.
done, you can just do it yourself. Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah, he just does it. Now, I don't play with sharp objects.
I don't even know how long I've had my knife, but I do have a sharpener, which I believe came from Pampered Chef, but it's been so long ago, I can't remember. It's just black and it opens up, and I've sharpened mine every once in a while because I use it constantly. But I don't know, like I say, I don't know how many years I've had it, forever and ever and ever.
It's very sharp. That's
Still
fine.
great.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Well, any other comments or questions? Okay. Well, did I miss anything?
No, I just said it was fun. Thank you.
Oh, yes, so fun. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much.
You guys are welcome. Thanks so much for joining me. Cheers to charcuterie boards and all of our winners tonight.
Thanks, Crystal.
Bye, guys.
Bye.